Hello, hello, hello. It's your girl Twan, and I am back with a new video. This is a review, you guys, on Zepbound 7.5 milligrams. For those of you who are new here, I am Twan, and I am on a weight loss journey. I have recently lost over 100 pounds, and right now I am down 108.6 pounds total. And February the 22nd, this month will be 2 years that I have been on this weight loss journey. I originally lost 95 point some pounds on Wegovy, and then I switched to Zepbound on December the 4th. And I have been getting tons of questions on my experience of being on Zepbound versus Wegovy. So I thought that I would first, before I even jump into all of that, I'll just go ahead and let you know how it has been for me on 7.5 milligrams. Now, first off, I was on 2.4 milligrams of Wegovy for a very long time, because every month I titrated up a dose until I got to 2.4. So way over a year, I was on 2.4 milligrams on Wegovy, and it had got to the point where it really wasn't working well for me. So my doctor put me on phentermine along with it. I was on a half a tablet of phentermine. And because I really didn't want to take that medicine, I did not take it every day. I took it maybe 3 or 4 days a week. And then at sometimes I took it like 2 days a week, trying not to take it as much. And eventually I went ahead and stepped out on faith and started taking the Zepbound. Now, with that being said, you guys, I was scared to start the Zepbound at first. And one of the reasons that I was scared to start the Zepbound is because I had been watching other content creators in the community here on YouTube, as well as on Instagram and TikTok. And I noticed that majority of the people that was on Zepbound, they was losing a lot of weight, but they all was saying they couldn't eat. And they all didn't know how much they were eating. And that scared me. So that's one of the reasons why I was afraid to actually start it, because I knew I was eating my goal was 1,500 calories. Most days I ate 1,500 calories. Let's just say that. Some days I ate more, And I just knew that at the time I was pretty much maintaining the 1,500. And I knew that that was like me cutting my calories probably like in half of where it was prior to even starting this journey. So with that being said, I was like, I don't know if I can eat 1,000 calories a day. I was just really afraid of having side effects, or dealing with symptoms of passing out, and that type of thing. So I was really afraid. But, after prayer, of course, and having some conversations with a few other content creators and, of course, my doctor and everything, I went ahead and took the leap of faith and I started this Zepbound. And I must say that I am happy that I did. I must say I'm happy that I did, because it has really been great for me. It has been successful. I would really say that. And I have not experienced any of the things that I thought that I would experience. And let's just say that my doctor wanted me to start on 12.5 milligrams, but because of my fear a little bit, and not really so much a fear, but I wanted to be safe, and I was okay with losing it slowly. I wanted the medication to get in my body first, let my body get used to it before I actually jumped to that 12.5, what my doctor was trying to put me at. So I decided to start on 7.5 milligrams. Currently, today, I am on 10 milligrams, which is the next dosage up. And let's just say I'm doing good. I've had 2 injections so far, and I'm doing good on the 10. Let's just say that the 10 is 10. With that being said, you guys, I started December the 4th, like I said, 7.5 milligrams. And on the very first week, I weighed in on December 12th and I lost 3.8 pounds the very first week, which put me at 99.2 pounds total of weight loss. And my current weight at that time was 295.2 pounds. The second week that I weighed in was December the 19th. I lost 3.2 pounds, which put me at a current weight of 292 pounds. Total weight loss, 102.4 pounds. Week 3, which is the day after Christmas, on December 26th, I lost 1.6 pounds, which put my current weight at 290.4 pounds. Total weight loss, 104 pounds. On week 4, which was January the 2nd, I gained 3.2 pounds, which put me at 293.6 pounds of weight. And total weight loss, I went backwards, of course, from the 104 to being 100.8 pounds. Okay, so I looked at my first 4 weeks. So my first 4 weeks total, with me losing, and then gaining, I ended up with an average, well, the total rather, for those 4 weeks was 5.4 pounds. That is awesome. That is a great weight loss, because we all know that 0.4 to 2 pounds a week is considered a healthy weight loss. So I was really a little over halfway, of that goal. I was at, halfway there, because I was, I was slap in the middle. Let's just say that. I was slap in the middle of that healthy weight loss, being at 5.4, which means that I was losing 1.1 pound each week. Right? Well, no, actually more than that, because 1.1 would have been 4.4. Well, I lost over a pound every week, which was great. Okay, so the 5th week, which was my second month, I guess, my second, 4th week in on the medication, which was week 5, January the 9th, I went up 0.6 pounds. That put my weight at 294.2. It put my weight right down again to 100.2 pounds. So that's 2 weeks in a row I went up. Then week 6, which was January the 16th, I lost 2 pounds. So that put me at 292.2, and it put me at 102.2 pounds of weight loss. Okay. Week 7, which was January 23rd, I lost 1.6 pounds. That put me at 290.6. Total weight loss, 103.8. Now, on week 8, which was my final week of being on the 7.5 milligrams of Zepbound, that put me on, January 30th. I lost 3.6 pounds. That put my weight at 287 even, which means I had then lost a total of 107.4 pounds. Now, 8 weeks, 2 months. When I add everything up, it put me at losing, for the second month, 7.2 pounds that I lost those 4 weeks, from week 5 to week 8. My total was 7.2 pounds. Okay. But then I went in and I ended up subtracting 0.6 from my gains, which ended up giving me a total of 6.6, because I gained 0.6 pounds that first week. So when I add the 6.6 pounds, which is my final total, plus the 5.4 from the first set of 4 weeks, that gave me a total combined of losing 12 pounds. So I lost 12 pounds in 8 weeks. So let's just do the math. If I take 12 and I divide it by 8, that gives me a total of 1.5 pounds of weight loss. So my average is 1.5 pounds per week. And I just said that a healthy weight loss is 0.4 to 2 pounds a week. So for me to be at 1.5, I am like 3/4 of the way, okay, to that top. So for me to be at 1.5 pounds, I am way over the median. That lets me know that the Zepbound is zepping. Okay? It's zepping, baby. Yes, the Zepbound is zepping. And Twaun is twanning. Yes, it is working, you guys. And I am happy. And I am very satisfied with that. And I wanted to break it down for you guys this way so that you can see the big overall picture. There's going to be some weeks that you're going to lose a lot. And then there's going to be some weeks that you don't lose at all. There's going to be some weeks that you're going to gain. But just keep on going. Keep doing whatever you're doing. Try to improve in any way that you can. And just don't give up. And just look at it every month. Go back and analyze your data to see your true numbers of what it looks like, because there are going to be some weeks that you're going to gain on that scale, and then you're going to be probably upset, want to throw the towel in. But if you just keep pushing, and then look at your numbers at the end, you'll be like, oh wow, I did good after all. Just think about it. I gained 2 weeks in a row. I gained 3.2 pounds, and then the next week I gained 0.6. But I just kept on doing what I needed to do. I really can't say what was going on with my body. I can't say what my body was doing. All I know is I was doing my best to track my foods. I was exercising. I was getting in my water, getting in my fiber, my protein, doing everything I needed to do. So I'm just saying, don't give up so easily when you see the scale not favoring you. Because we already know the scale is not our friend. Okay. So the scale doesn't always show you the big picture. It don't give you the whole pie. Let's just say that. It just gives you a piece of the pie. Okay. If you want the whole pie, don't give up. Just keep on going. And then after, 4 weeks or 6 weeks, then go back and analyze your data to see the whole pie. Okay. So with that being said, I've been asked, well, Twaun, what do you think? Do you think the Wegovy is better than the Zepbound, or do you think the Zepbound is better than the Wegovy? At this point, I am going to say that now I do think the Zepbound is better for me than the Wegovy was. And my reasons for saying that is because I've noticed a huge difference. Yes, I lost more weight my first 8 weeks of being on Wegovy than I did Zepbound. However, keep in mind, I was 394.4 pounds when I started Wegovy. When I started Zepbound, I was 299, almost a whole 100 of pounds, almost 100 pounds lesser. So it's a big difference. The heavier you are, you'll notice more weight gain. So once you start losing weight and getting smaller and smaller, your weight loss will start to slow down some. So I had got to the point where Wegovy wasn't helping me. But then as soon as I started with Zepbound, I started losing again. So that shows me that the GIP and that GLP-1 together is really what I needed. I should have started a long time ago. I should have. Now, with that being said, I do know that I should have started probably on the 10 instead of the 7.5. I do now think the 7.5 probably was a little low for me. And that's why my doctor was trying to put me at the 12.5. I did notice a difference, in the two medications, the Zepbound and the Wegovy. However, it felt like I had just started the 2.4 milligrams of Wegovy. That's how I felt on 7.5. When I first started that, I kind of felt the same type of suppression. You know, there were days that I would eat more than my 1500, and some days I would eat a little less than my 1500, or some days I'll stop right at 1500. That's how it was for me when I was on my journey of Wegovy 2.4 milligrams. So, I did see a chart that Mel B, the marvelous Mel B, showed me of a comparison with semaglutide versus Tirzepatide. And if I can remember right, 2 milligrams of semaglutide was equivalent to 5 milligrams of Tirzepatide. So that means when I was on 2.4 Wegovy, the 2.4 Wegovy was stronger than the 5, right? So only 0.4 stronger. So maybe if there was a 5.4 milligrams of Tirzepatide, then I would have been kind of even. But by me doing 7, then the medicine was a little stronger. I hope y'all following me. It was a little stronger. So in a way, I'm kind of glad I did go low because I felt safe and I felt comfortable with the 7.5. But I think I would have lost more on the 10. But at the same time, I'm happy. I'm happy with that weight loss, you guys, because I wasn't scared. I was nervous when I first did the injection. And the next night I was like, okay, everything's still going good. You know, my mind was still wondering, okay, once I feel the full effect of this medicine 2 days later, am I going to be okay? Then after that, I was fine. I was fine. I felt like a champ because I have not had any side effects except thirstiness. I noticed I'm thirsty a lot. And I'm cold a lot. That I noticed. Especially the first 2-3 days of getting that injection, I'm like super cold. And right now I'm fine because I have my AC up and the fan is not on right now blowing. But when my husband gets here, he gonna be turning it down and it's gonna probably be 72 or 73 degrees in this house when he get home. Then it'll be cold again. But yeah. Other than that, you guys, I can honestly say that I feel a huge difference because on the Wegovy, I would eat larger amounts of food. I can't do that now. On Zepbound, it's like I kind of have to break it up a little bit. Like this morning, I think I only had 30 something calories. No, 30 something grams of protein, and I was fine. I was full. On the 10 milligrams. But on the 7.5, I would eat, maybe 40 something grams of protein and I was full. Versus sometimes on Wegovy, I was doing 50 and 60 grams of protein for breakfast to get full. Now, when I would do 50 to 60 grams of protein on Zepbound 7.5, for breakfast, that's because I was having a smoothie. I noticed if I drink a smoothie, then I can do it. Prior to starting 7.5 milligrams of Zepbound, when I was on Wegovy and the I would drink a protein shake in the morning and then eat a little light breakfast to try to get more protein. But once I started Tirzepatide, Zepbound, I couldn't do that. My stomach wouldn't allow me to do that. But if I made a smoothie by itself and packed it with protein, then I was able to intake the large amounts. But I'm noticing now on the 10, I don't need that. But anyway, let's go back to 7.5. I don't want to put y'all on 10. We still on 7.5. We still on 7.5. So on 7.5, again, I really couldn't compare the Wegovy and the Zepbound when people was asking me. I felt the same. I felt the same. I felt the same suppression. I still had the same food noise, the cravings, all that. Um, yeah, there really wasn't a huge difference for me. On Wegovy, I didn't have any side effects. Um, I did have the constipation. Let me take that back. I had the constipation with Wegovy. And of course, I would drink Benefiber, Metamucil. I tried different things, to help me. What helped me the most on that was when I started juicing. I noticed when I would juice or I would eat dragon fruit, I would have no problem. Okay. And then I started taking Culturelle. When I started taking Culturelles, I had no problems then at that point at all. Now, I did experience nausea twice when I was on Wegovy. That's because I was doing intermittent fasting the day after my injection. And I was told by two of my beautiful sun rays, Twain, do not do intermittent fasting, because when you do intermittent fasting, that's when you get nausea. You need to eat right away the next day after your injection. And another sun ray said, make sure you pack your body with protein the day before you give yourself that injection, okay, or the day of your injection, and then the next day do the same thing and don't do intermittent fasting, eat right away. And I started doing that and I didn't have any problems. And then I tested it just to see what was going to happen. And I kind of waited a little longer and I felt the nausea come on. As soon as I felt the nausea come on, I immediately started eating and the nausea stopped just like that as soon as I started eating. And so at that point, I was like, I'm not playing with this anymore because I don't want this nausea. I don't want that feeling. And I never had any problem again. At that point on, for the next year and a half, all I ever experienced was the constipation. And that was it. I never had any coldness, any thirstiness, any headaches, any vomiting, chest pains, high blood pressure. I didn't experience any of that from the Wegovy at all. Okay. So, again, I do be thirsty a lot on the 7.5 Zepbound, and I do be cold. I have not had one problem with constipation since I've been on this Zepbound. And I know that it's because I have learned, okay, all this long time, how to increase my fiber. And that is why I believe I'm not having problems. Plus, I do take a Culturelle prebiotic every day. That prebiotic helps you with your GI and everything like that. So I'm not really juicing anymore like I was. And I haven't really been taking the dragon fruit like I had been. So I don't know if it's that you have lesser GI issues with Zepbound or not, but I haven't been experiencing any constipation. So I like that. Yeah, I like that a lot. But one thing I have noticed, you guys, with being on a 7.5, and this has never happened while I was on Wegovy, I don't want to snack. Normally, I would have a snack every single day. Even before starting Wegovy, all my whole journey of Wegovy, I will always have a snack at 2:30. Something sweet. I always crave something sweet. That has not been the case with me not one time since I've been on Zepbound. Not one time. I don't even eat my 9:30 snack anymore. I don't even eat it. But what I do, when I eat breakfast, if I'm not hungry at lunchtime, I'm going to eat anyway. I'm going to eat because I know that it has been like 4 hours. 4 to 4.5 hours since I've eaten breakfast. And to be honest with you, you should eat something every 3 to 4 hours. So if I'm going 4 to 4.5 hours without eating, if I'm not hungry, I'm going to eat something. Because I have not experienced nausea, headaches, all that stuff. And I don't want to be around here passing out. So I'm making sure I'm eating. So that is the reason why you see that I am still getting in, 1,500 calories pretty much every day because I'm going to still eat. I'm still going to eat something until my body just be like, ugh, girl, you can't do it. You just stuff. And that's how I was yesterday when I ate that those nachos I made. And even today, when I ate those nachos, I was stuffed. Okay. And that was for lunch. And now it is 4:29. I just got off work at 4 o'clock. And I'm not hungry. And we usually eat around 6 o'clock. We usually eat dinner around 6 o'clock, my husband and I. 6:30. Because I try to eat around 6:30 because I want my food to kind of digest good before I lay down, and eat at night. And so I noticed that since my digestive system seems to be slowing down a lot, I don't want to go to bed feeling miserable, because I'm one of those ones who sleep on my stomach. And I can't lay on my stomach if I'm still feeling stuffed. So I try to eat lighter at night, and I try to eat, around 6:30. So when I do lay down, around 8:30, I'm not as full, and I don't feel so uncomfortable since it takes a long time now for our body to digest our food. But what I have noticed, you guys, is that sometimes at night after I lay down about 7:30, 8:30, sometimes I kind of crave something sweet. And sometimes I just say, girl, go to bed. But then some nights I'm like, let me go ahead and just go get me something, just something small. And those little mini Clio yogurt bars, just eat one of those and they take that sweet tooth and I'm good to go. And I'm surprised because I've never been that type of person to crave like that at night. And so for it to be happening now, it's just kind of weird, It's like, I don't want anything on my 9:30 breaks. I'm not craving at 2:30 anymore like I used to, but now it seems like it's happening at night. So I'm going to not record my what I eat in a day videos anymore the same day. Edit them. Because usually what I do when I record what I eat in the day videos, usually as soon as I get off work, I'll go ahead and, and start editing, my breakfast, my snack, my lunch, and then when we eat dinner, I'll go ahead and film that real quick and just edit just that little part so I can go ahead and upload the video and get it out to you guys the same day. But I'm not going to be able to do that anymore because I'm starting to want to eat something at night, so yeah. And I want to share something to you guys and it's not the complete picture. So, yeah. And so that's why my last 2 videos that I did last week, I didn't share them the same day. That's why y'all got 2 like on one day. I waited because I knew I was going to get up and eat a snack and I did. Because that's what's been happening. I have been getting up and eating a snack and I don't want to ever not give you guys a true picture of what's happening with me. So I don't know. It's just weird. Why is it now all of a sudden, I'm not craving anymore anything in the daytime, but at night I want something. Am I the only person that happened to? Have y'all noticed that? That your eating pattern kind of, when you eat your snacks kind of changing? I don't know. It's just kind of weird. But the good thing about it, it's not like I want to overly eat or overly indulge. Just one little yogurt bite. It just take it from me. Just like that. And I'm really shocked. And I was sharing with one of my sunrays because she loved Little Debbie oatmeal pies just like I do. And recently she was like, Twan, I went ahead and I ate a whole box of pies. I couldn't stop myself. And so I shared with her the other day that my husband went and brought some of those Little Debbie oatmeal pies, and usually he bought a large one, but this time he brought the small ones. And they had been in there for a while, and I had not touched them. And so finally one day I went and got one. I just ate one. And I said, I can't believe I just ate just one because it was a little small one. Usually when it's a little small, I'll get 2 of them, and eat them. Then it had got to the point where I would take the Little Debbie and I would break it open, real careful, try to break it open without crumbling the cookie, and I'll take half of the cream out. So that way, when I eat it, I will still track the whole oatmeal pie, but I knew I wasn't getting all those calories because I was only eating half of the cream in the middle. And the cream in the middle is what really giving you all the calories, all the sugar, all the carbs or whatever. But yeah, I just thought that I'll share that you know, I'm not really craving for things that I usually would crave for all the time. And those little Debbie's, they still in there in the closet. I'm not bothering them. Don't even have a desire to want to eat one. So again, that is me comparing the Wegovy and the Zepbound and just sharing with you guys how it has been for me on the 7.5 milligrams of being on Zepbound. So for all of you who wanted to know, did I feel a difference in the two, and did I think the Zepbound was better than the Wegovy? I'm going to be honest and say yes. I do. I think it was better now that I sat back and I kind of analyzed everything and thought about, you know, everything. I thought about all of, the important factors, as far as what my starting weight was versus what my starting weight is now. I hope y'all can understand what I'm saying. So, yeah, I am doing good. I'm happy about my decision. The Zepbound is zepping, and Twan is twanning. So, if you have any questions, comment down below and leave your questions. I want to thank all of you guys. I have been getting a lot of new subscribers. I am on my way to 12,000 subscribers, and I thank each and every one of you guys that have been commenting, have been liking my videos, have been sharing them out. Please continue to do that. Share them out to your social media platforms, share with your family, your friends, all that good stuff. And if you don't want to comment, it's perfectly fine, but make sure y'all hit that like button. Thumbs up that video, because when you do that, the algorithm pushes it around. I appreciate that so very much. And with that being said, your girl is out of here. I don't know if I'm going to go live to just do a Q&A session or talk to you guys this week like I had been doing in the past, but I will be going live on Wednesday. I'll be going live on Wednesday morning around 5:20 in the morning, 5:30 in the morning. I'll be going live doing my Peloton workouts. So if y'all want to see your girl work out, or y'all just want to join me in my workout, or you want to be working out at the same time, y'all just join me. I will be live on Wednesday. I plan to continue doing this on Wednesdays, because Wednesday is the day that most of us oversleep, or we just be tired and don't want to get up out the bed. So I feel if I go ahead and get live, it'll send some of y'all a notification, and y'all be like, well, if Twan up doing it, let me get up and do it too. How about that? All right, you guys. I love you guys so very much. I appreciate you guys so very much. And I thank you for being here to help support me on this journey. And kudos to all of you who are out there doing a doggone thing. Y'all out there losing the weight just like I am. Continue to comment and let me know how you're doing. Send me some emails. Send me some pictures before and after. So I can see how you guys are looking. I love the feedback. I love for you guys to share with me. All right, you guys. Have a God bless day.